Hey, Cowboys fans, y'all want to laugh? NFL draft fans, tell me y'all want to laugh.
Here we go, baby! Here we go! Here we go, baby! Here we go, baby!
19 NFL draft. The New York Giants select Daniel Jones.
Oh my God! What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Fuck that!
Oh my God.
Hey, Cowboys fans, what's going on, man? NFL fans, too. How are you guys doing? All right, guys, so I'm going to recap the first round of the 2019 NFL Draft. Really not very eventful, just some dumb, goofy stuff that, happened, like ESPN being complete idiots and a-holes and showing the Jeffrey Simmons video and the Giants being the Giants and taking, what they called was a pocket. Well, you know what? We'll get into it. But if you're a fan of the league, if you're a fan of the Cowboys, I just wanted to kind of hit and give my initial thoughts. I'm not going to do grades yet and all of that. I just wanted to give my initial thoughts on the first round of the NFL draft. So obviously the Kyler Murray situation, it's here. Smoke screens were everywhere, but the Arizona Cardinals take Kyler Murray. Now we'll be on Josh Rosen watch. To me, I didn't like that pick at all, and I've been very out front about it. There's no way I was drafting away or not drafting Quentin Williams. I think he's the best player that I've seen in the last 5 years. He's really comparable to Aaron Donald in that sense. He's really a mix between Fletcher Cox and Aaron Donald with the quickness and the power. But Arizona with that bad line took another quarterback 2 years in a row, and they'll be bad again for years to come. Really no weapons. David Johnson, can he stay healthy? So I didn't like that pick at all. Let's jump down to the Giants pick. So you hear Dave Gettleman talk about, we really want, if you can't win from the pocket, there's no way that you can be a successful quarterback. And he talks about, look at the Super Bowl winning quarterbacks in this league. And so you drafted Daniel Jones, who I'm not going to come on here and pile on. That video was hilarious, but I'm not going to come on here and pile on and, Daniel Jones sucks. And Daniel Jones doesn't suck. All right, he's limited. That's the difference, and I think that's what people are missing. Daniel Jones does not suck. He's very accurate. He's extremely smart. The Cutcliffe and the Manning. And that's another thing. That kills me about the NFL. On every level in life, it's really about who you know. And that sucks because you're watching Dwayne Haskins sit in the green room, who I think is better than Kyler Murray and Daniel Jones. He's just more cerebral. I don't care that he hasn't played a lot of football. I don't care that, people don't think he's mobile. He's mobile enough, okay? And so you talk about a guy who we need a pocket passer. So you don't draft Dwayne Haskins? Are you stupid? Dwayne Haskins from the pocket is money. And I hate this BS that people are calling him Byron. This is what really pissed me off about the draft. The Byron Leftwich comp, that's so freaking lazy, is bullshit. Y'all never hear me cuss, but that's terrible. Excuse my language. That's terrible, though. To call Dwayne Haskins, you as a scout, you as a TV person, to call him Byron Leftwich, to say that he's slow, to say that he could be this, we know what's happening. Black quarterback, let's find something wrong with him. It's terrible. The Redskins got an absolute steal. I don't care what anybody says. I'm a Cowboys fan, and I'm going to say it right here and now. The Washington Redskins had an amazing draft. Why? Because they have a quarterback for the next 15 years, all right? The kid went to Bullis. He's had a clean record. He's had a clean slate. He's extremely smart. He's extremely well-spoken. Go watch the Michigan game where he carved him up, all right? Daniel Jones got crushed by Wake Forest, man. Get out of here. Are you serious? Are you stupid or what? That's pathetic. It's flat out pathetic. And so you mean to tell me a guy who goes into the big house, I don't know if it was at Michigan or I forget where the game was, but he carved Michigan up. First round picks, amazing defense, all amazing players all over that Michigan defense, and everybody will say, well, it's the talent that he had around him. Man, stop. Just stop. If a kid can play, a kid can play. Ohio State puts great players in the league, all right? So, anyway, that's my Dwayne Haskins rant. Is BS. And I thought the Redskins had a really good draft. I like them being aggressive and trading back into the first round and getting Montez Sweat. So now they hit 2 needs. The tail of this draft, though, was the interior linemen, the defensive tackles, even Clelin Ferrell, all right? Everybody thought that could have been what's Ed Oliver. Wasn't Ed Oliver. Oakland said, no, we got a plan. And for once, you know what? John Gruden, good job, man. Not going to take a quarterback, not going to do anything cute. Fix your defense, then got Josh Jacobs later in the first round. I like what Oakland did. A couple other teams that jump out. I like Green Bay, even though they stole the Cowboys pick and taking Darnell Savage. So I didn't, and I'll be honest with you, if you would have told me a week ago that Darnell Savage would be the first safety off the board, I would have laughed at you. But again, it only takes one. It only takes one team to really like a player, and he's gone. Again, the story of this draft is the skill positions. Only one running back drafted. I think 2 receivers, N'Keal Harry, which I told people, like I've been telling people, N'Keal Harry. I don't care what DK Metcalf did at the Underwear Olympics in the Combine. He's not a good route runner. Everybody gave me A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown is still sitting on the board. He's going to be drafted in the 2nd round now. Marquise Brown was the first receiver taken. That's crazy to me. But you can now see that the league is really taking kind of like the Cowboys approach, really. Let's fix our line. Look at Atlanta. Atlanta, they had all their fans happy, and they take 2 offensive linemen. I think they took a tackle and an interior lineman. So the point is, teams are like, you know what? We're going to fix our trenches. I love these skill positions, but, you know, we could get these guys in later rounds. And what it's done for the Cowboys, and as I segue on to the Cowboys, there is still a lot of talent left. There's still Greedy Williams is still on the board. Are you serious? That's my highest rated corner. And I saw that DeAndre Baker, the Giants traded back into the 1st round to get him. I think he was the only corner drafted. You guys check me on that. But Justin Lane's still out there. Byron Murphy's still out there. So, Cowboys fans, what does this mean? You're hoping that there's a run on receivers. You're hoping that there's a run on corners and that the rest of these linemen get snatched up, okay? Because, and I'll be honest, if something crazy like Greedy Williams falls to the Cowboys, draft him. Draft him. Draft him. Don't worry about the safety position. Draft the lockdown corner. Like, in a league where you have to cover, I need corners. So that was very surprising to me that, you know, I think that this is a very good cornerback draft. I think it's a very good cornerback class. Maybe that sweet spot is late to middle 2nd, but I still think that it's a very good cornerback class, and I think that if you got a chance to get a generational, like to me, Greedy Williams is a generational player. LSU produces amazing defensive backs. Patrick Peterson, Tre'Davious White. I know Morris Claiborne didn't hit, but, you know, Honey Badger. The list goes on. The kid in Carolina, Dante Jackson. The list goes on. They know how to, those guys come in the league and they know how to play corner. They know how to play man. They know how to play off. They do it all at LSU. So Greedy Williams still on the board. If he, for some odd reason, slips to the Cowboys, draft him. All right? There's still good defensive linemen out there. Jachai Polite. Listen, people don't like Jachai Polite because they say he had a bad attitude at the Combine, this, that, and third. He's never had legal trouble. If he's sitting there staring the Cowboys in the face, I'm not drafting away or picking away from a player of that talent. I'm just not. So, what does this mean for the safety position and obviously what the Cowboys want to do? If Taylor Rapp starts to get close, give up a 4th and go get Taylor Rapp. It's looking like it's going to be between him or Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. 2 players who I can live with, okay? Both really good tacklers. I want Rapp more. I just see more of an instinctual player. I told you guys, Rapp can really be Troy Polamalu. I'm not joking about that. I've been so consistent. I get the 40, but he ran the 40 with a bad hip. So if you're giving me Troy Polamalu, who needs to let his hip heal, I'm good. Like, he's my highest rated safety. If he starts to get close, even 45, man, even if you got it, I don't want to give up my third, but if I have to, I will. Because the Cowboys aren't like most teams, 4, 5, 6 players away. The Cowboys are literally like one playmaker away. And if he can come in and change the attitude of your defense, and it's happened. Oh, it's happened. I mean, you look at what Keanu Neal did for the Atlanta Falcons 2 years ago as a rookie. He changed the attitude of the Atlanta Falcons. He changed their attitude. I'm talking about Florida safety who was drafted 3 years ago. Just a banger. All right, gave their defense a identity. You're looking at a Taylor Rapp who can come in and make plays the run well, can cover. Has attitude. He's a definite upgrade over Jeff Heath. There's no way on God's green earth I wouldn't draft him. Like I said, I would go up. You see teams being aggressive. I love what the Skins did and went up and got Montez Sweat. You start to see a guy fall and they start worrying about all this stupid medical stuff and heart condition. Man, no. Go draft your player, man. I get passionate about this. Why? Because I love the draft. This is how you build. You win through the draft, all right? So, if you like Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, go get him. If you like Taylor Rapp, go get him. And I think the Cowboys are in really good shape. There's still some good running backs out there. And David Montgomery's still on the board, Singletary. So you really want some of these skill positions now, the corners, the running backs, and the wide receivers. You want there to be a run. You pray that your safety gets close to you and you go grab him. It's your boy Foots the King. I'll be watching tonight. I'll do a video as soon as we make our pick, Cowboys fans. I love you guys so much. I love the draft so much. It's your boy Foots. I'm in traffic doing a video. Baby!